Welcome to the Campfire. As you may have noticed, I've just been bouncing around games other than Project Zomboid, and today is no different. I'm just going through my backlog and seeing what hits me for a little bit and maybe show off some games that people might not know as well. So today we're going to be playing Cosmoteer. It is a very interesting game. We'll sit in the middle. Sit in normal. And what have they added for ships? Model M, traditional weapons, and a mining laser. Okay. Or no. Eschews traditional weapons in favor of a mining laser. Okay, so you can start as a miner if you want. And then Model L, highly maneuverable, sports 3 laser blasters that are effective at destroying enemy attacks or subsystems. Lacks any significant defenses. Slow, heavily armed. And then Model S is the defensive start. Let's go with the Model S. And here we are. So we start near the station. Let's call in. Okay, so we can grab bounties. There's an enemy nearby. Let's just accept all these bounties. Because the biggest thing to start with is to basically try to get parts and materials so you can start upgrading your ship. I just don't remember how to play. So how do I fight? Oh, it's all automatic, right? You basically can fly your ship, but otherwise it's, if I remember right, it's automatic. Like weapons fire on their own. Yep. So where do we want to attack? Let's start by focusing fire on weaponry. Get them to be not able to hit us. Hailed by spotter. Is that this guy? And now we have a second ship, basically. Or no. Okay, so that's just them quitting the fight. We might not take too many of those then. Let's start getting the materials. At least take in what we got. You know, the spoils of victory here. You don't want to move too far away from where your guys are because they will run out of oxygen. Alright, so next we gotta find whoever is going to be here in the bounty area. So that was just a random pirate. Got it. Next is to try to get... Alright, so this is going to have disruptor and a standard cannon. Let's attack the standard cannon first. And then get the disruptor. They have done some damage to us, but not enough to take us out. Oh, well that definitely did the job. Let's start bringing all this in. Then we can mine the rest of this, and then we can repair our ship. there a hotkey for this? Yes, it is G. And then B. And the next thing we can look at is to start upgrading our storage capacity. It's not the best option, but it is actually not that bad. Almost completed. Are you gonna finish building it? Or is that it? How do I get out of this? Move closer for our little allies here. Come on, crew members, do your thing. Alright. And we can let them build up. Fugitive bounty is at Cornice Station. What? Oh, because we can go turn it in. So let's look. Target area, asteroid field to clear out. Let's go to the asteroid field. It is closer. Which means we might be somewhat safer. We may want to run away depending on... So there's usually, to my recollection, it's been since 2022 since I played this, I think, or 2023. There's usually like 2 or 3 guys here. So we gotta be careful about letting ourselves get overwhelmed. Especially at the beginning here. Come on. I suppose should speed this up a little bit. And at the beginning, these are fights can be a little slow. Especially when they can't break our shield, but we're also not able to take them down. Okay. So now we can come in and mine this out. That'll give us a whole bunch of materials to work with. From what I recall, how I used to do this was exactly as I'm doing it. Build up the storage capacity on the ship first so that we have plenty of material to work with when we go to actually put in like new weapons and changing things out. And this one's going to be all weak weapons, got it. Yeah. Take out little things so that we can... So that's the cockpit right there. So we want to break that more than anything. It's just going to be really slow. There we go. Now that that's taken care of, we can ideally get more of this. One benefit is that if enemies come near us within scanner range, it'll drop us straight down to 1x. We are full. So now I want to add that. 1, so that we use up material, and 2, so that we have more storage space. Come on. Start grabbing material. Now to build. Can we add... Let's move these down. Armor. Do these need... Suppose they do. Yeah. Builds the hallway in there. So next... What about weapons? That's... Reactor... We have enough for the reactor. I'm actually surprised by that. It's a point defense, which helps against missiles. Do I want that, or do I want an actual laser? Do you have enough for the laser? We have enough for 2. Oh, right in front of... We can't do it right in front of the... Okay. Let's move this over 1. This over 1. Then we can add the laser. Then one thing from there. So add another crew quarters. Then we need to get more crew. Which means we'll be heading back here quick. There's no path to available bed. Well, let's take a look. How are we missing that? So how do I rotate? Alright. Can I just do... No. Rotate, rotate. There we go. And then hail the station again. Now we can hire 6 more people to have us on hand, or have on hand. That should increase everything here. All right. Now we're gonna go try and take on another. Let's go clear out the rest of this. Yes, I understand that there are clouds and storms, and that they can have different effects. This one, fortunately, is just blocking our vision. Speed up a little bit. So it wasn't just 2 this time either. Come on. Let's wipe out their defenses. I mean, we're not doing too bad. We're still holding off their attacks more than easily. Ooh. They were trying to shield the cannon with just the outer walls. Alright. Let's move in and start mining it out. Get all this delicious raw material. And at some point here, we're going to change basically the entire setup of our ship to try and allow for more weapons and defensive capacity. But right now, it's just little modifications to build us up. Come on, take you out. We could take over ships. I just never really liked doing that because taking over ships doesn't really help in the long run. Having more ships has never really seemed to help me in the past. Maybe that's changed, I don't know. But most of this game is designed and balanced around you having just you. having other ships guiding along with you is more of a hindrance than a help. Used to be. Again, I don't know what all has changed about that. Though it could be useful to have, you know, a couple small ships floating alongside of us. Let's take this down. You know, have them do basic, like defense runs. Do I? Yeah, let's cancel. Oops, hold on. Can I cancel this? Oh, hold Alt for cancellation mode. Let's get inside, guys. There's an enemy ship nearby. We'll come back to scoop all that up. Let's get around. Oh, it's faster than us. That doesn't help. Banged fighter. Now if we can, this would be one that I want to try and take over. Stop shooting. Can we take it? How do I take it over again? No, it's not it. Is that? How do I do this? Manage roster. No. No. Okay. Alright, so maybe it's this option? No. Okay, so I still can't do that. Never mind. I thought I had figured it out, and no, I didn't. Because it's an empty ship. Should be able to, like, do something about this, right? No? Well, let's first repair our ship. Let them do that. And we're going to have to fight again. Let's try to get down to the cockpit. That works. Alright, repair all. Always seems to be that one blaster. Or one laser. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. I have to not destroy the cockpit. That is actually kind of different than it used to be, but I think that's more as it's intended now. Or if they're moving in, yeah, they're moving in on us. I can see it. So again, just gotta try and remember where all this was. And then see if I can disable this ship without destroying everything. So let's try taking out weapons first. Pew, pew, pew. What do you want? Fine. Take the money. Why are you still attacking? Okay, I guess they're still attacking us, so. If we can... No, still not going to win that. It's trying to not destroy it absolutely, but that didn't work out. We should have enough material here to play around with. Alright, so let's start the build function. How do I want to redesign our ship here? So we've got... Can't build that yet. How do I want to do this? And our ship needs to go wider and or longer. Or both. So... I almost want to just build a new ship. Yes, I know I'm not going to be able to take all this back right away, but we need to get rid of some stuff. It's going to hinder us. There we go. So now we can expand our design a little bit. Let's add a small reactor here and here. No. You can only do it in one spot. Let's not do it there. So what do I want to... How do I want to do this? So if we do this, we can add a barracks. Don't like that I can't center it on the ship. Can that way though. Alright, so we've got that. Next, thrusters, yes. Let's add 4 regular reverse thrusters. No. Rotate, there we go. No, that's going to be in the wrong spot. So we're going to expand out a little bit here. Let's get that all taken care of. So now we're going to be moderately fast. We need another reactor. One for back here. That is actually not a bad idea. I put that in entirely the wrong spot though. So we're gonna do this. Put those back up. Small reactor, put it there instead of the beds. Keep it central to the ship. Next is going to be what I want to do, if we can, is redesign this front end. So we're gonna do this and this. No. Space them off a little bit from each other so they protect more each. That's better. Flip, there we go. And flip again, there we go. I did that wrong. But what are you? No door access. There. Just got to remember, I got to keep doors, indoor accesses open. So now let's add our thrusters. just put these on so that we can get things moved. Alright. No, we don't have any... There we go. Currently don't have weapons, but that's alright because we're just going to be going back up here, scavenging all this. Not the asteroid. There we go. Now we can move closer to. Let them get oxygen. Alright, can we finish building? Lasers. Laser. Yeah, let's do those up there. Insufficient steel. Alright, so next we need to move to another ship. Wreckage that we left behind. Where did we leave behind some of the others? Here we go. Last wreckage. Should be enough steel here for us to finish our quick build. So what I want to do is add one more cannon. And then we'll expand out that one. And then put armor plating on the side here. Not enough steel. Good enough for the moment. Just slowly building out a basic design for our ship. What's the unknown signal? Let's go take a look at it. It's just another asteroid field, which we can gather resources from. Let's hail the station. Can receive payment for all these. Hire our max crew. Can we buy or sell anything? We could buy this. Do I want to buy some steel? Yes, I do, kind of. We don't need it. We can just take out other ships and get it. And we do still have some fights left to do. So we can gather more resources and finish building out, expanding the ship a little bit. Come on, get close enough. Are we actually that much slower? No. Sort of. So now, take out weapons. Just gotta... disable and disarm the ship until they evacuate it. I don't want to destroy the core if we can help it. Well, it's about all they would let us do. So let's just mine this out. I mean, I know I could just build another ship. That requires a lot. We still don't have a whole lot of material, so we'll just go on to the next thing, next fight. Let's find the other pirate that goes with this spot. There it is. There we go. So next, we just keep blowing things up and trying to find spare parts. Materials to build up our ship, get a better design going in. Let's see. There we go. So we've got more parts here. How much resource? Oh, we do have enough here to maybe start looking at expanding the ship design just a little bit further. So here we've got 4 4s. What if, there. Replace both 4s with a 12. There we go, we got more storage capacity. And we're just about out of steel, but we can add to the armor plate, which was the original intent here. Oh, we can add 1. Alright. Let's find yet another. Who else? There we go. Start another fight over here. Wish that was on the function keys or the number keys. So much easier to use the hotkey than Control E. Oh. I would like to take this ship over if I could. Let's take out the hyperdrive? No. When are they going to abandon ship? There we go. So there's still an airlock on there. Let's see. To the Vela crew, can I transfer just like 2 of you? Alright. And then we want to repair as much as we can to get it moving again. So we need at least the cockpit and the engines, thrusters. That's fine. I think we'll work on this next time. Thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you liked the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.